Welcome to Quick Bite, your fast and friendly Florida insurance
Hello,
update.
hello, hello. This is Rashonda, agency owner of the ISOM Insurance Group here in the Sunshine State of Florida, back again with another Quick Bite episode, your fast and informative insurance market update. Today is Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, hump day. And with Thanksgiving just a week away and millions of Americans getting ready to travel across the country and across the world, we need to talk about something that people always wonder about, but don't always understand: travel insurance. Yahoo Personal Finance released a fantastic guide on what travel insurance covers, what it doesn't cover, how much it costs, and how to choose the right plan. And we're breaking it all down today, right before the holiday rush. If you're flying out, cruising, road tripping, or traveling internationally this holiday season, this episode is for you. Let's get into it. The article explains travel insurance in the simplest possible way. It protects the money you've already spent on your trip, especially if something unexpected forces you to cancel, delay, or interrupt your plans. If you're paying for expensive flights, prepaid hotels, cruises, excursions, or holiday events that are non refundable, travel insurance is often worth considering. This is especially true for international travel, cruises, expensive vacations, trips with strict cancellation policies, winter travel, covers winter weather delays, holiday season travel when delays are at their highest, and one of the biggest reasons people buy travel insurance: emergency medical coverage. Your U.S. health insurance may not work overseas at all or may cover almost nothing. A comprehensive travel insurance policy packs a lot of coverage into one product. The article walks through each major type of protection, so let's break them down in real world holiday season terms. Trip cancellation insurance reimburses you when you can't take the trip at all, usually due to illness, family emergencies, or severe weather. Think your child wakes up with the flu the morning of your Christmas flight to New York. Travel insurance can refund prepaid expenses. Trip interruption insurance helps if your trip gets cut short. Imagine being in the middle of a ski trip and receiving notice of a mandatory evacuation. Your prepaid hotel nights may be reimbursed. Emergency medical insurance is one of the most important parts. If you're traveling internationally for the holidays, maybe during a Christmas market tour in Europe, your regular health insurance might not cover treatment overseas. Medical evacuation and repatriation pays to transport you to a hospital or even back home if local care isn't sufficient. These costs can reach tens of thousands of dollars without coverage. Lost or delayed baggage helps when your suitcase decides to take its own vacation. Perfect for holiday travel when luggage delays skyrocket. Travel delay insurance pays for meals, hotels, and essentials if your travel is delayed for several hours or more, something extremely common during the November to January travel window. Now, let's talk about specific examples the article lists that are usually covered under a travel insurance plan. Medical issues are a big one. If you or your travel companion gets sick or injured and can't travel, or if a doctor says you need to stay home, that's typically covered. Family emergencies are another common reason. If a close family member is hospitalized or passes away right before your trip, travel insurance will often reimburse your prepaid expenses. Severe weather is one of the biggest holiday problems. Think winter storms, hurricanes affecting late season cruises, or snow shutting down an airport. Travel issues like airline strikes or mechanical problems or weather related cancellations are usually covered too. Work situations also qualify if you're laid off unexpectedly. That's a covered reason. Active duty military um, deployments is covered as well under the work situation. And then there are legal duties like jury duty or mandatory court appearances, safety concerns, including mandatory evacuations and sudden security issues, often count as covered reasons as well. If you think about holiday travel, busy airports, unpredicted weather, flu season, and high stress timelines, these protections can be incredibly valuable. We talked about what typically is covered. However, we would not be doing a service if we don't talk about what usually does not be that what usually is not covered by travel insurance, because understanding the exclusions is just as important as knowing what's included. The biggest misunderstanding comes from people who think travel insurance covers cancellations for any reason. It doesn't. If you decide you don't like the weather forecast before your holiday beach trip, or you suddenly get nervous about flying, that's not covered. You'll need optional cancel for any reason, CFAR coverage. This coverage is that's very flexible. Anything involving illegal activity or intoxication is excluded. If you get hurt while under the influence or while breaking a law, the plan won't cover your losses. Pre existing medical conditions are another big one. Your travel insurance won't cover treatment for a condition you already had unless you purchase a waiver very early in the planning process. High risk activities and are also excluded under many standard plans. So if your holiday plans include skiing, mountain climbing, or adventure excursions, you may need an add-on. War or civil unrest and known risks are typically excluded because they're not considered unexpected. And finally, epidemics and pandemics like COVID-19 are usually excluded unless you have CFAR. The article explains that travel insurance generally costs about 4% to 8% of your total trip costs. So if you're taking a $5,000 holiday trip, your plan might be around $200 to $400. If you're doing a big family European vacation for $10,000, you might pay $400 to $800. The price also depends on things like your age, how many people you're covering, where you're going, how long you'll be away, your coverage limits, and whether you add extras like CFAR or adventure sports. For holiday travel where delays, cancellation, and weather issues spike, many families find the cost worth the peace of mind. There are several ways to get travel insurance, and the article breaks them down clearly. You can buy directly through a travel insurance company, which usually gives you the broadest and most customizable coverage. You can buy through the travel carrier, like an airline or cruise line, which works well if transportation is your main non refundable expense. If you're booking through a tour company, you may be able to add travel insurance to your reservation. This tends to be more limited, but can be affordable. And don't forget to check your credit card benefits. Many travel reward cards include built in insurance for trip delays, lost luggage, or even trip cancellation. But these benefits only apply if you pay for the trip with that card. Choosing the right plan depends on where you're going, what risks you're willing to take, and how much you've already spent. You want to think carefully about your needs if you're traveling internationally. Excellent medical coverage is crucial. If your holiday plans include skiing or adventure sports, you may need a sports add on. You also want to understand what coverage you already have from your credit card, your airline, or even the flexibility of the bookings themselves. And most importantly, read the exclusions. This tells you exactly what the plan will and won't do for you. Getting multiple quotes is smart because prices and coverages vary widely. The article recommends comparing plans, and I agree, especially during the holiday season when risks are the highest. The article ends with an honest answer. Travel insurance is worth it for many people, especially if you're traveling internationally or you prepaid for an expensive holiday trip. But if your plans are refundable, domestic, or low cost, you might not need it. It really comes down to your personal risk tolerance. Some people want full peace of mind, especially during one of the busiest travel seasons of the year. A few quick FAQs the article highlights. Yes, you can add multiple people to one travel insurance plan, and some plans even cover kids for free. Yes, you can buy travel insurance after booking, but if you want to have add-ons like CFAR, you often need to at buy it soon after your first payment. There isn't one best travel insurance company. It depends on your destination and budget. And if you're someone who travels often, especially around the holidays or for work, annual plans might save you money. That's all, folks. If you found this quick bite helpful, please like this video, share it with friends, and leave a comment below with any travel or insurance questions you'd like for me to cover in a future episode. Remember, Quick Bite episodes now drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, tax, or specific insurance advice. Always consult a licensed insurance professional about your unique situation. This is Rashonda with the ISOM Insurance Group. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. We're here in the sunshine state of Florida again. Safe travels this holiday season, and please be safe out there. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Visit us at isomInsuranceGroup.com.